Yesterday in the car on the ride home from school, my kids got into an epic battle about this piece of clay and who it belonged to. And I almost lost my mind. But 2 of my 3 kids recovered. We figured out who the clay belonged to. And then my 3rd kid sat there with this kind of look on her face. And it was her clay. And we got home and the other 2 went in and she and I sat in the car and I was like, we gotta figure this out, sweet pea. She probably had no idea what I even was trying to figure out with her. She just wanted her friggin' clay and to go inside. And I noticed the dysregulation in me rising. So I got out of the car and I tapped myself and I looked up at the trees and I tried to take some deep breaths. And she had gotten out of the car and she was sitting next to it. And so I went around and I sat next to her and I was quiet, probably for 10 minutes. And then I said, can I have a little piece of clay? And she gave me, I kid you not, like this much, okay? So I said, wow, it's not even enough to make anything out of. I started rolling it and she played with hers. And I said, have a little more. And she gave me a little more, until I had, and I don't want to ruin this hunk of clay, so I'm not gonna show you, but until I had like a good sized ball. And then I said, oh, hey, I made a snail. That was tricky. And she kind of giggled and looked up at me and I could feel that we were connected again. And that's when I knew I had her. And I didn't do any teaching because I'd already had my tricky moment. I now knew I was grounded into myself. What she needs is just to regulate with me and then to move on. She needed a way out, and the way out was me playing with the clay with her. And then she stood up and she walked inside and she played with her siblings and we didn't talk about it again. And it was fine. And sometimes that's how parenting is.